In this episode, my journey is from Dujiangyan City to Danba County, a journey lasting 260 kilometers. And because of the mountain torrents, some roads were totally collapsed. Backtracked 40 kilometers to Xiaojing County. Good morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Fully prepared and ready to go. Before that, simple meal for breakfast here. So let's finish this and hit on the road. Just as it was, now let's move. Okay, ready to move out. This ride marked the official entrance into the mountains, and there were no more expressways. However, due to the monsoon seasons in Sichuan province, there were many mountain torrents and landslides. Some roads were blocked. Car navigation told me it wasn't possible, but when I switched to the bicycle, it just worked. Compared to Chengdu City, Dujiangyan isn't a big city, but it's just the borders of a very famous mountain, Balang Mountain, with a peak altitude of 5,072 meters. At this time, my altitude was 681 meters, temperature 21, humidity 80%, data from a sensor I mounted on the bike, and the mountain in front was just the Balang Mountain. Altitude started to rise. And just to my right side, spotted a stunning reservoir and a bridge.
Here is the hometown for pandas, and this road got a very fancy name. This place is very close to Wenchuan. I have to mention that. Back to 2008, there was a huge earthquake, killed more than 60,000 Chinese people.
This road has a fancy name, China Panda Road. Just here is the hometown for pandas, but I couldn't actually spot a panda here. Their habitat is preserved, I guess. Followed this track patiently since I knew there would always be a next one, even if I passed this. Why not just slow down and enjoy the scenery?
She got a very cute helmet. I think they are a couple. There's a chance. Bridge construction, probably for a new highway. Now my altitude is approaching 1K. The temperature drops. This is very famous because of the earthquake back to 2008.
Well, here is the Inshu town, the earthquake epicenter of the 512 Wenchuan earthquake. On May 12, 2008, over 69,000 people lost their lives in a devastating quake, a catastrophe. Beside the memorial, here is a new town, brand new constructions. One ruin is preserved, a high school. Many students died because it was at precisely the right time for class, and some bodies have slept under the ruins for decades.
My altitude is keeping rising. Right now it's 1.2 K. At another tunnel. This is Giant Panda National Park. Well, this is a super long tunnel, more than 5.5 kilometers.
Just out of the tunnel, then stumbled into the congestion. But one privilege of riding motorcycle was to cut across them. And here I believe they were constructing a new highway to make it even more faster. Well, you can see many petrolists on this road. They're really insensitive to hypoxia, right? Here my level reached 3,100 meters. The forests slowly disappeared, but patches of shrubs appeared, some majestic peaks in the distance, and a stunning valley on the left.
My spirit soars to the heavens, love's purest course. Skin like silk, smooth to the touch, rosy lips.
With some moon curves, I reached this viewing platform. I came here in 2021, which was also a solo motorcycle adventure.
By clips and delicate towns. Oh, the gentle whisper of her style, a poem unwritten, a love worthwhile. In the white of lace, her heart does sing, a melody of elegance of everything.
Whoa, it's so beautiful. Oh, see this lush grasslands. Right now my altitude is 3,600 meters. Wow, the smell is so nice. The fresh smell from the grasslands. It's verdant.
Just in a few more rides, the shrubbery turned sparse and the lush green grassland started to cover the landscape. Up in the mountains, the view was simply stunning. Rolling hills were covered in soft green grass, making it feel like a cozy blanket of nature. Above, the sky was brilliant blue, dotted with fluffy white clouds that floated by like cotton candies. The whole scene felt just so alive and vibrant. Couldn't resist to take deep breaths and soak in the fresh mountain air. About the valley on my left, well, the bottom was invisible, but also presenting a spectacular view. There was once an impressive view from the mountain pass, but the old road was pretty much abandoned, so I could only go through the tunnel to go over the Balang mountain. After coming out of the tunnel, grabbed a huge area for pulling off, faced a valley of stunning grandeur, and let go of the drone.
Well, we have descended 800 meters from 4,000 meters. Now in this small village, a lunch probably, and this site is famous because it's a scenic spot. Name is Four Girls Mountain. Actually, the four peaks are very beautiful. It's basically, I think in old days, all covered perennial snow mountain. I mean, covered all year round with snow. But not anymore, just bare mountains.
Well, despite riding motorcycles for many years, seeing a traffic jam as such was something new to me. More than 10 kilometers long, only because it was a scenic spot and tons of tourists would be here. Nonetheless, motorcycles got the privilege, just cut across lane with gaps and the opposite lane at the right time.
We had a lunch here, just beef noodles. Now let's get on the road again. I checked the app in advance. I think there will be no more congestion. Wow, cascade. Beautiful here.
I wanna know you, wanna feel how fast my heart would beat if you were close to me. I wanna show you, wanna let you loose inside my brain to see if you'd run or stay. I can't seem to look away. I'm hypnotized by you. I'm hanging on to what you say. Wanna show you, wanna let you loose inside my brain to see if you'd run.
Well, a stupa here. Tibetan belief.
Just right here, I turned onto a back road. I was basically the only one on the road, winding along a river that covered its pies into the distance.
The river water is not very clean, it's muddy, brown color. But there's a landslide. They are cleaning the road. And another part with landslide. Okay, I better rest here. Finally got myself some shaded area. I got myself a pool up here, actually just behind this tree. This side is a parched mountain without any life and even without the birds. Bone dry, you know.
After a rest, I just kept myself pressed on the road. As my riding continued, things started to get inauspicious. River torrents was getting stronger. No cars were on the roads, just some heavy machinery, occasionally spotted a muddy road due to debris flow. I thought maybe the road wasn't passable.
I'll check the depths of the water. The mountain torrents here. No problem.
The piled mounds were all works of the debris flow days ago. Some houses were destroyed. No people and no kids were here. That's absolutely abnormal. And here was the same, all empty. I was the only one on the road. I started to think that my guess probably was right. The road was impassable.
Yeah, finally, there's 3 people here, 4 of them. Inauspicious feeling, because I don't see a second car. Don't know why. 哎，你好。我问一下，到丹巴的路能走吗？
不能，
过不去啊？
过不到。只能人可以走，就转去没法过。
我这个摩托车能过吗？
不能，人都不叫。
人都危险的。你这下去大概就是7公里左右，你就不能走。
This is a problem. I just inquired them. Just 7 kilometers ahead, there is no road. Will need a month to be repaired because of the mountain torrents collapsed. So, U-turn back to where I started. It's here, 33 kilometers. That's the reason why I don't see a second car here. So stupid to ride this far.
Okay, here's a room for this day. It's rather big and double bed. Chair and desk here, and table here. And what is this for? Cooling fan. Right now I'm not in my destination, so just somewhere else. I'm gonna show you a map. My departure city was Dujiangyan city here, and then my plan is follow this route to the Danba here. But as I passed the Xiaojing city here, and when I arrived at Bansanmen town here, locals told me that there's a collapse here. Then they told me that I should choose this way to Meiwo town, and then from Meiwo, then to Hanyu, and then to here, this bridge, and then to Danba. But there were two policemen told me like it's not possible here because there's a collapse, not possible for at least 1 week. He suggested that I choose this way to Fubian here, and then follow this route, this curved route, and to Jinchuan city here, downward, then to Danba city. As it was still earlier after check-in, and nightfall started at 9 p.m., so toured around the county, Xiaojing County.
A lot of elders here get together, communities for them.
They're the same, we're playing poker.
Tibetan music and Tibetan dance. It's very nice. 7:30 p.m. We counted more than 4 speakers on this plaza. Each got their own music, own dancing style. It's really funny. But they will not interfere with each other. This plaza is very famous because back to wartime, the Red Army joined the force together right here. They are really enjoy a rather unique freedom this way, right? It's really good to keep some of their ethnic styles, traditions. It circles around the speaker where the music comes from. Fellows, boys and girls, they all can dance. I think it's really cool to preserve this kind of intangible cultural heritage. Check this man. It's dancing really well. This one's more modern, more radical. Even without choreography, they're still dancing freely, trying to discharge their stress probably. What a way to burn the calories. Oh, dynamic dance. It's cool to stay here, even though it wasn't part of my plan, but still get a chance to visit the city in a really deeper way. I think that's worth it. As a motorcyclist, there's no need for you to always push yourself so hard. People, scenery, constructions, everything. Combine all those elements together, that is motorcycle adventure. Introduction of this county, Xiaojing County, 3 languages: Chinese Mandarin, Tibetan language, and English. Actually, there's a bulletin board. It's very interesting. There's a picture. Announcement of appreciation letters. For that one, a brave deeds. That's about one guy saved all villagers in the county because of the Jubilee fellow announced that in advance saved more than 10 minutes for all villagers. This is for my dinner, fried rice with beer. Not bad, especially after a long day ride. The beer is also nice.